of the things I was really interested in, and this instrument has this now in production, is the laminates on the neck. I just love the stability that provides, as opposed to putting just one big piece of wood and then relying on a truss rod to keep it from shifting and moving. These new BBs are quarter sawn. That's different from the way they usually construct them, which is flat. What it is this: it's the way the grain runs in the wood and the way they choose to mill it, the way they choose to cut across the grain or with the grain. The quarter sawn way of doing it, you actually go right through the grain, and all the grain lines up in this direction, straight across. What that does is that makes the neck itself already more stable than it would be if you had the grain kind of moving with the neck in the opposite direction, because that would indicate that that would help the neck to flex over time. This stabilizes it by itself. That, along with the two other laminates, that makes it like a rock solid neck. And what's great about that is that temperature may change the basic curvature of the neck, but it's not going to move laterally that way. The other thing is, and I found this out over the years, most of your tone and vibration come from the neck and the integrity of the neck. So if you just have one piece and and the grain is running with the neck, you're basically going to have something that's probably not as stable as it could be. If you hit a note, it'll do all kinds of weird things. These basses really hold up because of this construction. And what I'm noticing mostly about them is the quickness in response. When you hit a note, it just flies right out with all the overtones intact. I think with a less stable neck, it just takes longer to develop. That's a tone in itself that might be an interesting tone, and it might be a vintage tone in some ways, but it's not, you can't span the generations of bass guitar sound unless you can actually get to the point where you've got absolute integrity in the neck. So here's a little proof of that kind of sound that I'm talking about. Harmonics. You can keep that going for quite some time. Now, that is a really dense, stable neck, and that's what quarter sawing does to it.